Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and today we're going to be starting up a new series playing Hearts of Iron 4, the World War II era grand strategy game by Paradox Development Studios and Paradox Interactive. In this series, we're going to be running with the latest available DLC, which at the time of this recording is Together for Victory, and the latest patch, which is the Torch patch version 1.3.2. Now, we're also running a suite of mods, which I will be listing in my video description. If you're interested in checking them out, they're all available on the Steam Workshop. But those of you who watched my previous Greece series will be familiar with them. I didn't really make many changes from the ones we were running in that series as well. So let's go ahead and get things started. We do a new single-player game. Scenario, select country. Now, in this series, we're going to be playing as the Comintern, the Soviet Union, because I don't think I've ever played as a communist nation on my channel yet. So I'm going to play as, well, the biggest one out there, Soviet Union. And the overall goal for this series is going to be slightly different. It's going to be kind of a global conquest series, but different. Our goal is to turn every single nation on the planet communist and bring them in as a member of the Comintern. So we are not necessarily going after, like, full annexation of other countries. We're more interested in converting them to communism or creating them as communist puppets, that sort of thing. So we're going to be using our political power, political influence. We're going to be instigating rebellions, in some cases direct warfare, but we're not trying to conquer territory. We're trying to convert nations to our ideology. That is what our goal is going to be. So let's go ahead and start the game. Yep, keep the same difficulty level. We're not going Iron Man mode because, again, I just want to avoid any potential technical problems, especially considering the number of mods that I'm running. I don't want to, have a save that I can't roll back on. So, let's go ahead and start. Okay, and here we are. Now, first thing I want to do is get in here and set up a national focus. Now, we are running the vanilla basic Soviet focus tree here. I did not install a mod for that. I did look at some, but ultimately decided to just stick with the basic one because it's the first time I'm playing this nation, and because it's a major, it has its own unique tree. If I were playing a minor nation, I would definitely have installed a focus tree mod for a minor nation. Same way I did for Greece, but not this time around. Let's see, what do we have? The Great Purge. Is there something to be said for running that almost immediately? 210 days to complete. And doctrine research. Remove National Spirit Trotskyite plot. So National Unity minus 20%. I see. I think what we really need to do right away is improve industry. That's something we need to get on right away. So I'm gonna finish the 5-year plan. Alright. We need to pick some techs. Work on my support weapons for my infantry. Basic machine tools and electronic mechanical engineering. Alright, so for civilian construction, we're going to build more civilian factories. And I think we're going to focus on building things kind of in the center of the nation initially. Queue up some factories here. I don't know how things are going to go once World War II gets cooking pretty good. So, I'm going to avoid putting like my major industrial centers in places that could potentially be overrun. Hopefully not. Let's see. That should be good for now. Free military factories. Let's get cranking on infantry equipment, support equipment, artillery, light tanks, certainly motorized. Okay, we're building Leningrad and Minsk class destroyers. And some submarines, 2 per year. We don't really need this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these. Instead of doing 11 of these, we're just going to crank them on them infinitely. Same thing here with these destroyers. Crank on them infinitely. And let's go ahead and add in all the other ships we're going to need to build. We need convoys, certainly. We're going to need light cruisers. We need heavy cruisers, battle cruisers, and battleships. Alright, these are all set to auto right now. Okay, well, let's see. What I'd like to do is I'd like to create a single fleet where everybody gets just dumped. So I'm going to create what I did before. We're going to call this the Naval Reserve. And we're going to dump all of our ships into the Naval Reserve. Now we got a bunch of other fleets kicking around elsewhere, obviously. For the moment, they're just going to have to deal with things. We got some ships here. Some submarines and some destroyers. I should just keep them split. Or, nah, merge them for now. We have some ships here. Vladivostok. We should also have a Black Sea fleet. Yes. Alright. Now, as far as our production as well, let's see, we have infantry equipment, we have support equipment, we have artillery, we have tanks, we have motorized. Do we have anything else we need to build? We need planes. Let's see, for planes, we currently have strategic bombers and fighters being built. So let's add these guys in. Cycle them down. Strategic bombers are not that high a priority. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Divisions. What divisions do we have? We have an infantry division, which it's a big pile of infantry with some support artillery. That's not terrible. Though our mountain infantry appears to be our best units. I have to modify those a little bit. I'll keep that template around. Some motorized infantry. Some cavalry. This is a garrison unit. Let's change this the symbol here so that I can see what they are. Let's just change it to something different. We have a basic light tank division, which is a lot of light tanks and some motorized. There's a very good division right there. And some paratroopers. Okay, we can work with this. Most likely what I'm going to end up doing is getting rid of these NKVDs. Because they're heavier than I need them to be. And converting these cavalry into my garrisons. But we really shouldn't need too many garrisons. Not with the way we're going to be playing. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to train up some infantry. Let's get some rolling here. Let's drop them in Moscow for now. What I want to do is we want to get all of our ground troops at the moment. So we're probably going to need to keep something over here. Alright, let's do this. Let's bring you guys Vladivostok. Let's bring all of you guys to Vladivostok as well. So I can see what we've got. And then all of you guys gather here in Moscow for the time being. And we apparently need some rubber. Okay, so let's get some rubber. Alright, there we are. We can unpause the game. Now we got everything all set up. Alright, so let's go ahead and unpause it. Let's get everything moving. Oh, actually, before we unpause it, how much political power are we working on? +1 per day. Here's what I think we're going to do. Iran, we're going to start influencing them. And Afghanistan, we're going to start influencing them as well. Because there's going to be war fronts over here, World War II. Finland. Do we actually have any winter war focuses? Ocean Navy, improve the Stalin line. The Comintern. War with the UK. Ultimatum with Greece. War with Germany. War with Japan. Annex Tanatuba. I need to get this research slot, which we're going to have to go through the Great Purge. I want to get this research slot. Move industry. Defense of Moscow. Infrastructure effort. I think we go for this research slot here. And then we start working our way through the Great Purge. Oh, the other thing I need to do is all my aircraft. Let's just get rid of all of the squadrons for now, because we're going to redeploy them where we need them. Fighters. We've actually got a pretty good military, all told, to start with. Alright. There we go. Okay, so we gather together in Moscow. Now, one thing I'm going to want to do early is go to war with Turkey. We need 43 more political power. Okay. Oh, those are the ships. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we're going to do as far as... I'm going to send a ton of infantry to Turkey. Okay, so you guys go here. Start making you an army. Give you a general. And we're going to need 13. So 13 goes here. And these guys deploy to the Turkish front. We have one motorized infantry. "42 infantry divisions, 10 armored divisions. These NKVDs. I'm going to convert them to just straight up infantry. They're gonna need a lot of equipment to do that. That's fine. I'm gonna make you guys a army. We're gonna give you a field marshal. Old guard, old guard. I'm going to put these divisions on the Polish border. So I probably will want to do is edit these to be low priority. Okay, what do I got over here? Not a ton. Oh, they're still deploying. Okay, never mind. Okay, I think I'm gonna need more than one army on the Turkish border. I don't think 24 divisions is gonna be enough.
Готов.
56. 14 divisions. Have to think here. Don't really have a ton. I need a lot more infantry equipment. 566 days till we're fully equipped. I think I might need to pull some troops out of here. 28, 14. Infantry divisions. Let's send them down there. Let's set up some battle plans. Just so they can start getting the planning bonuses. I do have these 10 armored divisions. Which might actually be useful to train up. Some of these armored divisions. Light tanks, motorized. We are way short on light tanks. Thing is, I really need more civilian factories, or more access to them. Finish a 5-year plan. Political power. I think we might want to go this route to get the political power. So I need to make some adjustments to my government. Let's just crank up the speed a little bit. Yeah, we're starting to get some communism support here in Iran and Afghanistan. Ooh. And Germany has remilitarized the Rhineland. Okay. And let's see. Alright, let's go for that Stalin Constitution. Alright. So far, so good. Let's take a look at these guys here. What do we got on our hands? We've got armor.
Так точно. Я готов.
So we got armor. We've got motorized. And we've got cavalry. I think these guys, redeploy them. Redeploy them back over here to Moscow. Alright, you guys, get yourselves up to full infantry. Let's give you guys a commander. And we'll get you on this border here. Not sure if it's enough to cover the whole border, but we'll do what we can over here. Electronic mechanical engineering. Alright, so let's take the mechanical computing to get improved research time. And kind of also one of the first things that we're going to be doing in terms of combat is the Spanish Civil War. We're going to be sending volunteers to Republic in Spain to help them win their war, which if we do it right, we should be able to do. Our volunteers should be able to turn the tide. Did I try to boost party popularity? No, I did not. I'm guessing Finland doesn't have any. I just want to, be worried here. No, they're just using the generic minor nation tree. Okay, so I just don't want to end up at war with Finland if I'm not prepared for it. Alright, and so wait. Oh, actually we should have enough political power now to begin our justification for war against Turkey. Send it. Take 245 days, 31st of December 1936. So right at the end of the year, we'll be able to declare that war. And then what we'll do is we'll end up making Turkey a communist puppet. Alright, so let's go ahead and crank the speed up here. There's not much going on. Alright, we're bringing revolution to Turkey. Turkish workers, your liberation is near. Alright. So I'm pretty much just waiting for the Spanish Civil War to kick off. Stalin Constitution. Let's go ahead with the armament effort, which is going to get us a bunch of military factories, which we desperately need. And I want to change my economy to partial mobilization. There we go. Basic machine tools and our improved infantry equipment. We're going to go with concentrated industry. And we're going to go with construction 1. Well, so that definitely did get us some stuff here. What I'm actually going to do is swap this around so we start building some military factories. I can't remember exactly when the Spanish Civil War starts. Again, they're just on the generic tree. Alright, so we're just, again, just in the waiting game right now. How it goes by popularity in Iran, we're up to 22%. What about Afghanistan? 27%. Good. The British Raj. We're not going to be messing with the Allies just yet. We're primarily waiting for World War II, because World War II is where we're going to get our first big chunks of control. Now, if we play things right, most of Eastern Europe is going to be ours. Armament effort, good. Okay, so we have more military factories. Let's get cranking on some tanks. Collectivist propaganda. Progress cults. Positive heroism. Let's see. Grants armor genius. Grants mass assault doctrine. Political power. National unity plus 20%. That's infrastructure. Militarized schools. Construction speed. I guess we'll go with the collectivist propaganda. Alright, so we're kind of at time here for this first episode. So, oh, we got 10 army experience. I might be able to make some small adjustments. Alright, so it's a good start, I think. We have our basic front set up. We're starting to justify for war against Turkey. We're beginning to influence some of our neighbors. And we are getting ready to participate in the Spanish Civil War as soon as that fires off. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.